Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season. Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Sticking with the running game. And he'll be brought down. What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short. Adversity here. They face a 3rd down in the opening possession. And they hand it off to the back. The Buckeyes churn out another 1st down. Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. The short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure. Buckeyes are on the move here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home. It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Tate. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's third down now. And the wideout goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's saying. The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
But that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, that is dedication to this running game. Third down and goal, you give it to the running back, and let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Back to throw. It's Beck. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that 1st down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. A deep shot to the right. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but Even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Joseph. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
The Canes will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And the back gets the football. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. He'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be a deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Beck. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd and short to hand the ball off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back do just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And one final play before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
But there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
The gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. With the catch, it's Peoples. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
It's second down after that completion. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. QB keeper all the way. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Great job of the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Back to pass. It's Beck. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And the defense brings him down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Try and muscle for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Look out, off and running. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so the lead is 21-6. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Joseph. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To the air, it's Sayin. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Out of the gun now on third down. The sure hands, it's Smith. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Play fake, looking to throw. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-6. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. To throw, it's back. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
Canes will line up to boot it away. And this will be his 4th punt tonight. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Nice grab. It's Smith. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
A completion makes it second down. He hands it off from the gun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now the handoff. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run to the left, trying to find Pater. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-6. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's back. The pocket breaking down. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? QB keeps it himself. And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's back. The receiver grabs it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
The Canes offense is on the move now. On the run, it's Fletcher. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep to the right side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. And they come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's got it in the open. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The offense really clicking here. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down, got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on second and goal. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? They try to sneak it for the first. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's back. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Big throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And it's still a huge deficit.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's saying. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Gives it to the back. Look out, room to run here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Got to do something here on third down to get back in range. Off target and incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. Tight end makes the grab. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's got it with room to run. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Sam. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete for a third straight play. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on 1st down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's back. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep down the left side. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking right. This one caught. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. The quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. And the returner will be brought down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. Second and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Beck. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Back to throw again. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up 1st down at the 33.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all day? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
He's got a man down the middle. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Canes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Three red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. Scanning the field. It's back. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Extra point try coming now. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching him.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Back to throw. It's back. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Give it to the back again. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The Hurricanes will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and they're taking shots downfield, they're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, invertible shots to boot.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Powering through a tackle. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Hey, Chris, that's one of those runs you're going to see on the highlight shows throughout the night. He didn't gain a ton of yards, but how many missed tackles do you add up there? This guy was determined to get that ball to the end zone, and he almost came up with a touchdown.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. QB decides to keep it here. Oh, the ball is loose near the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw yet again. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Canes bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To throw, it's Sayan. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Grinding away on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll ride the back again here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On the run, it's Peoples. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game.